there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Jimmy Riley.
Josh Landers. We are back. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Here we go. Take 2 and action. We're back. Little hiccup since last night, if that's what you want to call it. I guess we got to address things off the top. My grandma passed away early this morning. We started recording last night, hit an ad read, got about 30 seconds in. Shout out Grams, absolute fucking legend. Much love to you. And it was
Mom's mom or
Mom's mom.
Yeah, mom.
Yeah. So that's the only grandparent I've ever known.
Well, tell me about her. Where was she born?
Good question. No, Michigan. Michigander, and then made the long trek out to California. 8 kids. See, and the crazy thing is she lost her husband, God knows, 40 years ago. 50,
oh my God.
Yeah, something like that, 45, something like that. So it's like just a nice Catholic woman, through and through. The best woman I've ever met. So shout out Grams, absolute ledge. Last night was like, got the call and they're like, hey, like, might want to come over and see her. It's like, okay, perfect. And they're like 5 minutes, just like lots of grandkids, right? Like eight kids. So lots of people wanting to see her, obviously. And I show up and they're like, hey, like, situation's probably getting worse. Like, all the grandkids just start congregating outside. And it's like, I don't know, kind of a Scottish Irish family. Like, no one cannot make jokes, right? And not about the situation, but just jokes. Like, we're just sitting there talking and it's just like, we just start shooting the shit and it's like,
cracking up.
Exactly.
It feels like a New Year's party.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%, which was nice. I feel like was needed for what was going on. But it would be like that, and then it'd be like 20 minutes of us like laughing, not screwing around, but just shooting the shit, like I said. And then someone would come in with some news. It'd be like 2 minutes would go by, and then someone would say something and it'd be like right back to it. And it was just like a roller coaster all night long. It was like, fuck. But
that's cool that the fam showed up.
Yeah. That's the one cool thing is like everyone's
together.
Exactly. Everyone's still local for the most part. And so it's like, it's weird, but like we're kind of somewhat expecting it, but life goes on. Like there's not much to say. Like it's sad, but I feel like she's.
Is this like the closest death that you've experienced?
Yeah.
Like, to you?
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I had another one earlier, or probably a year and a half ago, with a guy that my dad used to take care of, Mr. Gray, who was like I guess pseudo grandpa, just what I mean, but like but definitely not as close as I was to my grandma. So yeah. I don't know. And everyone, that's the other thing. It's like, I'm obviously doing all right, but like other people in my family, not so much. And so it's like, I want to grieve my way and make jokes, but some people that's not their right. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. Also, I'll just take a step back. So yeah.
Gotta respect it. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
man, circle of life.
100%. And that's what you're saying. Like John just had a kid last month. So it's like, I don't know. Circle of life. Like you said, life happens.
She died a great grandmother.
Yeah, 100%. And Father Time's undefeated. That's one thing I've always known. So, but
well, speaking undefeated, I mean, we just beat a 10-0 undefeated team in our CCS playoffs.
Transition.
So, thanks, man. It's not always good. It doesn't always have to be undefeated. We could
love that.
Never lose hope.
So you guys, you obviously weren't there this weekend, but you guys go into, I mean, are you playing away games, or is this? Are we at neutral territory at this point?
So I wasn't at the game, but it was away game. It was in El Centro, like halfway to Arizona. Just bumfuck.
Wow. They got you guys traveling that
two and a
far?
half hour drive. Yeah.
And that's not a neutral site. That's the other school you played?
Yeah. The championship game will be a neutral site. But the
Holy
team we're about
smokes.
to play is like really local. So
Oh, that's nice.
we're in the semis. 0-10 in the regular season, for the varsity squad. They go ahead and bump me up for the CCS playoffs. Suddenly we won 2 in a row. We're hot. We're rolling. Jim, I don't know. I don't know if I was the missing link or
I think that's what
I'm not saying I'm the best coach west of the Mississippi, but I'm not saying it, Jim.
TP I heard was singing your praises, man.
TP, dude, Trent Paganini.
Yes, that's the one. Oh my God. I think I just remember during football when you were playing quarterback and not him, and it just like it was uncomfortable sitting in the stands. Like you could cut the tension with a knife. I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, I think his parents used to talk shit loud.
Well, and I get it though, but like
I heard that.
That's
I didn't
your
hear them.
job as a parent. Exactly. It wasn't near you. I guess it's your job as a parent. But it's just funny. It's like
put in someone who could throw.
Right? Like shit like that. And you're like, oh, that's my boy too. I know they're both my boy. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Who would your?
It's cool. Me and Trent have stayed close over the
Oh
years,
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what it was like. Like you guys were cool. It was just like in the stands. It was just like hard for me to listen to. I was like, fuck, goddamn. Yeah, no, Trent's the sickest. He's jacked out of his mind right now too. Just sick.
To the gills.
To the gills. Who would your player comp be for football? I know who I think yours would be.
You say it all the time. You always say I'm a Tebow guy, right?
Oh wow, yeah, I do say that all the time. But I think I got a more current player comp for you.
So my absolute football comp would have to be a guy named Jordan Lynch, who played at Northern Illinois, but he almost won the Heisman. But this is
what year?
In the team. Like 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there, like when we were in high school.
Okay.
He was so sick. He was my favorite player.
What position
I think he played quarterback.
Was he?
But he was like a running quarterback. Yeah.
That's sick.
But no, I would say in the NFL today, it would have to be Taysom.
100%. That's what I was gonna say. It's so sick. I every time I see him, I don't know if it's just like the body type or like what, but I'm like, that's Josh, and it's like,
well, Taysom's just a football player.
100%.
He cut his teeth on kickoff and on punt gunner.
Put him wherever you want.
And the more they feed him, the more success he has.
Just gonna make fucking plays.
Do what he does.
So
he's
sick.
special, and I have him in all 3 of my fantasy leagues every year.
Do you?
Yeah, and I started him in one. He just went off for like 50 fantasy points this week.
Holy shit!
He's like the toughest sit start there is, because it's like any given week he could just be the whole Saints offense.
100%.
Or another week he could just be on kickoff, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a gadget guy. I was thinking that just the other day is he a Hall of Famer? He's like in the top echelon of like memorable football players, Like he's a specialty guy.
Yeah, that's
like no one has done what he does.
But
best utility wildcat quarterback / special teamer.
That's what I mean. Like it's such a niche what he does. It's like I feel like he could get in on that alone, but like the numbers aren't exactly there, like not so.
They're not. But compared to other special teamers, like the Slater guy for the New England,
100%.
He was like their captain all throughout the years. He was just a special teamer. I don't even know if they have that. It's been a long time since I've been to Canada, Jim. Been a long time.
Have you been?
Oh yeah.
Damn. Fuck. That's sick.
So funny. Because my dad used to take us on like road trips sometimes in like the summer. That was one of the big road trips was the Midwest when we hit Ohio.
God, how did Ben and Seth like the Football Hall of Fame?
I don't know if it was for them. We also did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is in Cleveland.
That's really cool.
So that was pretty cool.
Have you been to any other Hall of Fames? Sorry.
No.
No?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'd be down to. The rest of them are kind of a joke, but
I feel like the ML
baseball pisses me off. You lose all credibility when you don't got Bonds in there.
and that's 100%. How would you feel if they put like a steroid Hall in the Hall of Fame and then put him in?
That's my whole point. Is like just put him in and then just write the asterisk underneath. Everyone comes with the fucking asterisk,
100%.
Everyone comes. You just have to take it into account. I've said this many times. Barry Bonds, before steroids, on his way to be Hall of Fame player.
Yep.
After steroids, continued to be Hall of Fame player. Mark McGwire, same thing. Sammy Sosa, on the other hand, one of those guys,
Fringy.
where it's like, it's fringy, exactly. So I think you got to take that type of stuff into account. Like, who was he before the roids?
And how much do you think that it shouldn't be about the numbers? Like, how much do you think should, like, because obviously, like, Sammy Sosa's home run chase, and then like the years after that obviously hit a bunch more. It's like, how much do you put that into account as where like his overall numbers aren't great, but like he had 3 or 4 years where he was electric, like probably one of the biggest names in baseball.
The thing is, baseball is such a numbers game. It's like the ultimate, like, how do you tell if someone's good? You check all the numbers. Like, it's hard to eye test baseball.
See, and it is and it isn't, because like new school is all numbers, like old school is all eye test. Like they would time your.
But it was always a part of the game, like batting average, ERA.
Right. Yeah. I mean ERAs, yeah, and
It's
batting
ingrained
average.
in there.
That's what I mean. Like those two would be in like RBIs. It was like those are the big three, and then everything else was just background noise. And then I think they put too much stock into all that other shit. But like you can literally find out what a guy hit against left-handed pitchers in a cold night in fucking the minors. Like it's crazy how many numbers they run now.
Yeah.
But
So I don't like the Baseball Hall of Fame just because it's like no one ever gets in.
Mhm.
Like, is it even a guarantee that someone gets in any given year?
I don't think so.
Like,
It's
they
the
go
sports
years where no one
writers.
gets in, right?
I'm not sure if that's probably. I'm sure there has been years. I'm not. I really don't know. But I know the sports writers. That's like the one thing where it's like, why do those guys get a say in who the fuck gets in? It should be old guys. It should be Hall of Famers that are still alive should be voting on it. I don't. Never understood that. And then you got the Basketball Hall of Fame, who fucking everybody gets in.
Yeah, that one's fucked.
Big time.
That one makes no sense.
Like the Globetrotters are in there. You got, and it's like I get the women with they're under the WNBA umbrella or they're in the NBA umbrella, but it's like maybe a little shack outside for them. Who knows?
Yeah, they should just start it now and just do the NBA Hall of Fame and just like get it right, just so we have it.
Yeah, and
So
that's
it means something.
because that's the thing. It means nothing, and I feel like no one talks about. It's all about the ring. You know what I mean? It's like there's no lasting like I don't know, Dwayne Wade.
It wouldn't
I feel
be
like
more
is the
than
last
200 guys.
Probably.
You know?
It's like you
With
take the
NBA,
top
there's so many
70.
less players.
Right. Like the top 70 that they put together, like you throw all them in plus probably 150 more.
Like, we could get caught up to speed pretty quick with the NBA Hall of Fame.
Now, how would you do that? Would you have like just one big event where like you invite them all and like, or would they
I
all
think
have
you do
to
it
speak?
Pantheon style. Like, you keep it to like, like you do it in order of worthiness.
Oh, kind of sick. Kind of sick.
Yeah, like which member of the Hall of Fame you are. Like, you're the first member of the Hall of Fame. Like,
Who's the first person you put in?
it's got to be Bill
Bill.
Russell.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm just thinking.
Oh, the
wow.
San Francisco lefty.
I mean the most rings, that's for sure.
Well, just the most important to the NBA. You
think?
At a certain point, it comes down to like importance to the league as a factor.
How do
He
you,
would be the perfect honorary like first member. Not to say he was
for
no.
sure, and he put in time
But
as a coach
also,
too.
if you just go credentials, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
like
good.
the guy that has 11 rings, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like it would just make sense. Like even if it wasn't just of like how important he was to the growth of the NBA, it would just make sense to be like, all right, who was the most dominant? Everyone says Shaq was the most dominant. No one is dominant as Bill Russell.
that's probably true. Yeah, Shaq was like Shaq's so funny.
No one's dominated their era like him.
That's yeah.
To
I
this
mean,
day. I
and
know it's a different thing.
do you do you think him and Kobe could have ever worked out in LA? Or do you think Kobe needed him out to be as good as he got?
I mean, if egos weren't a thing, they definitely could have.
It's so funny.
I feel like there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Karl Malone trying to fuck everyone's wife, and
That's so funny.
but like I think the biggest thing for them with Shaq and Kobe was that Kobe didn't respect Shaq's work ethic.
Yeah, 100%. Like he would show up to practice ass naked with just shoes on, like shit like that. Like,
yeah,
and Kobe's there hours before lifting, getting
already
shots
got
up.
2 workouts in.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, why should I pass you the ball?
Because he's still dominant as fuck. Oh,
yeah,
God,
it worked
it
out
could've
for
been.
both of them though.
I guess
Better for Kobe, but
yeah, I was gonna say not as great for Shaq, but should have won an MVP
That's
as
how
a
it
son.
goes.
Got robbed.
the person who
Shaq got robbed of an MVP as a son. Gave it to the little blonde or the little long haired kid, Steve Nash. Shaq, come lay on the couch, Shaq. So good. But
that was the best. What was that show called? Open Court.
Open court or back court or something.
Yeah,
Court.
I think it was Open Court. That was my favorite, man. They
Literally,
gave us like 10 good episodes, and then they ran out of stories, but it was awesome.
They didn't run out of stories. They ran out of stories they could tell on TV. That would be the perfect like podcast. Like if you just had someone who produced it and was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna turn the cameras on for you guys. So this is recording, and I'll post it, and then just let them run." Oh my god, it'd be like what Gilbert Arenas is doing, but for the fucking 80s and 90s. Like,
I've been pulling the Charles Barkley on my players all week. Hey, you know who was asking about you? Who? Nobody.
So good. Hey, you telling me you're gonna get some big broads down in San Antonio if you guys lose this one? Chuck's literally just the best. Fucking idiot, the biggest idiot of all time. No rings, gotta love it. Trying to think what other Hall of Fames. Hockey Hall of Fame. It's got to be in Canada, eh?
Hey.
Yeah, doesn't do it for me. I feel like baseball would be sick just to go to. Football would be sick to go to, but yeah, out on the others. What else you been up to? You went. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say if you're gonna go to the Hall of Fame, you might as well go during an induction.
I never even thought of that.
Think about maybe your favorite player.
Who is the biggest Hall of Fame snub of all time? Any sport?
Well, Barry Bonds for sure.
You think he's the biggest all time?
He's the only GOAT that's not in it.
Pete Rose.
He's not in it? But
No.
Barry Bonds better than Pete Rose.
Yeah, but Pete Rose got most hits of all time.
True.
So it's like, what do you go for? R.I.P. to Petey. Dude, that documentary was crazy. Did you see any of that?
I didn't watch it.
So it's like they're trying to rehabilitate his character to get him back in baseball. Like that's what this whole thing's about. It's like, and you're thinking like maybe at the end of it, like he'll be reingratiated back. Like who knows? And then like the whole time he's just digging himself hole. Like he just can't help but say the craziest shit of all time. And everyone's like, Pete, like trying to like steer the conversation the other way. And he like goes that way. And then he like, oh, back to what I was saying. And then he's just like, oh my fucking God. Legend though.
It goes back to that Father Time being undefeated. It's like, hey, it's going to get all of us one day. Fucking let it fly.
And
so a couple people got upset.
Boy, did he. Let it fly. And he was,
I want to let it fly more, dude. I feel like I never let it fly.
I've definitely cut it back. I used to let it fly a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like I've become way too conscientious of other people's fucking feelings and fucking, just like being a good citizen, whatnot,
Oh, 100%. Like I remember
being someone that's okay to enjoy civilization with.
Right. That's what I mean. A civil human being.
Everyone letting it fly.
And that's the worst part is you see other people letting it fly and you're like, oh yeah, you have no fucking idea what I can let go, right? You know what I mean? Like, and that's, I don't know.
I just love the type of people that say like wild shit, but they're just like so themselves or whatever. I don't know what the magic ingredient is to get away with it, but they just do.
And I feel like the ingredient is partially like humor, right? Like they say it in a way where it's like they're maybe partially like fucking degrading them or something. I don't know what it is, but like, they're not 100% serious when they say it. So it's not, that takes a little sting
But like they
off.
kind of are, like
Exactly.
cold hard truth. Like you're 12 years old, you haven't found deodorant yet.
Like, oh, fuck.
They'll just fucking say it. Like instead of just being polite, they'll just be like, "Oh, your piss fucking stink. You might need
Smell like
deodorant soon."
shit. Yeah.
Like kind of clowning you, but like at the same time, you're like, "All right."
I'm trying to think of who that
Is it really
guy-
nicer not to say it?
Is there a guy like that in our friend group? Would you say?
Not.
I feel like
that comes to mind.
JP is like
JP is someone who could get away with like
exactly like
different types of communication for sure.
he just kind of says what he is thinking sometimes, and it's like,
like
oh,
you fill
shit.
in the blanks.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of a fun. That's kind of a fun aspect, though. You know.
Oh, dude, he's the actual best. So I went to when did I go to Bill's? It was like maybe a week ago, and I've been going to the one off Cooser instead of Lincoln, just because it's right by the house. I know I shouldn't be, but it's right by the house. And a guy from the Willow one was there, and he's like, "You from like Lincoln? Like, are you over there a lot?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, and I fuck, what was his name? Older guy. He's got a little bit of a goatee. But I was like, oh yeah, like I know Justin. He's like, oh, that guy. He's like, immediately was like, oh my God, like hilarious. I was like, yes, the best.
So cool.
The best. I think we've talked about JP more than just about anybody else on this podcast. I absolutely
He's
love
the
that guy.
man,
He's
dude.
the best.
He's absolutely.
Legend.
My pictures are still in the wall at Bill's. I need
Are
him
you?
and EJ to keep that going for us. Yeah.
Oh, is EJ still there too?
All you need is one little stint there, and then you're in forever.
That's the best, and that's I feel like what's she called, the hostess is been there forever. Like it's the same.
Shout out Brenda.
Is that who it is? I never knew her name, but she's always inside, outside, inside, please.
Yeah, let me get a booth if it's available.
That's what she tried to sit me, or the hostess over there tried to sit me at a table today, and I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I need a booth. She's like, I can sit you at the back. I was like, that's preferred. Yes, away from the noise. Thank you. Yeah, no, just always booth over table. You know what I do? I get there and then I push the table all the way pretty much to the other side, clear some space. Now I got some elbow room to fucking just dig in. So nice.
Absolutely.
All right. For some, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And for others, it's just another round of dodging questions about your love life while trying to make you not look like you just crawled out of a cave. Enter the Performance Package 5.0 by Manscaped. To save your dignity this holiday season, don't be that family member who shows up solo and scruffy to yet another holiday gathering. Get your winter overgrowth under control with the Weed Whacker 2.0 and let the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra help you seal the deal this cuffing season. Kind of weird talking about cuffing season and family in the same sentence, but hey, who knows? You might even outshine your weird uncle who's still rocking that goatee from 1985 and claim your spot at the top of the sibling power ranking. Join over the 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for kickoff by heading over to manscaped.com. Use code Trough for 20% off plus free shipping. Trust me, you'll be drafting the real MVP of this grooming season.
Yeah, and there are different seasons of the year meant for grooming, and I feel like anytime it's the holidays, you're going to want to go ahead and shape up that beard. You're going to want to go ahead and come in, hey, I take care of myself. I'm looking good. Everyone, I'm happy. I'm healthy. And that's why you need the all-in-one grooming kit. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate holiday helper, taking care of everything below the waist maintenance to taming those rogue nose and ear hairs. God, some of our uncles have those.
Yep.
Think of it as a seasonal survival kit. Keeping clean, confident, ready to dominate cuffing season, all the festive gatherings ahead. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Groin and Body Hair Trimmer. Now, this is the star of your holiday grooming lineup. It's the two-guard. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra delivers precise smooth trimming every time. It's reliable, it's efficient, and it's ready to perform. Whether you're prepping for a holiday date, an office party, or just staying fresh for the family gatherings. The Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose trimmer is the last thing you need during the holidays is an unexpected nose hair making a surprise appearance at the dinner table. The Weed Whacker 2.0 is here to handle those details like a pro, making sure you're stay neat, polished for every holiday event, and there's no awkward moments in sight. Ball aftercare after the close shave. Give your most precious ornaments a much needed TLC, the Crop Smoother Ball Aftershave Lotion, and the Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant will keep you fresh and comfortable and ready to slay all day. Road trips, you get the Swamp Nuts. That's what that's for right there.
Yup.
The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra doesn't just stop at the grooming essentials. It also comes with 2 holiday bonuses, the Boxers 2.0 Midnight Bravo, which I'm wearing right now, and the Shed 2.0 Toiletry Bag, which I'll be putting in my Thanksgiving travel bag. These premium extras make sure you're always ready to jingle and mingle, whether at home or on the go.
Love it. And honestly, just shaved the neck with the old Chairman Pro this morning. Got a nice little cleanup, cleaned the back of the hair. Saved myself about 2 more weeks till I get a haircut. And you can do that too by getting 20% off for free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code Trough at manscaped.com. Stay on top of your grooming game and be ready for anything the seasons throw your way. Manscaped. How was Arizona?
It was a good time.
Yeah?
I had a real good time. Yeah. We went out there, and then the first night we just we did a little the first night we watched the fights, the Tyson Jake Paul fights, which, by the way, the 2 chicks that fought,
Serrano.
Bang.
Banger
of a boxing match.
That cut was
Absolute
crazy.
banger.
From the headbutt.
By the end of it, I hated that Irish lady. She's lucky I'm calling her a lady. I was trying to be on my best behavior, not let any cunts fly around Sarah's family.
Yes.
But I was like, I hate her. I fucking hate her.
Were you
Just headbutt shit out of her, busted her eye open. I was like, what the fuck?
The cut
dude?
was bad, and then she just I can't believe she won. She
What
got
a
a
warrior.
point taken away and then got beat I thought the last 4 rounds easily.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not a boxing judge. Were you just schooling them in boxing as you were watching?
I'm no boxing expert, but I was definitely saying some things that the commentator would say after. When Mike came out, I was like, I don't like the way his legs look.
That's so good. And then Roy Jones, I don't like the way his legs look.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
keeps biting his
I said
gloves.
the exact same thing. I was like, his legs. I don't know if he's got his legs under him to do this.
No.
But in hindsight, I think it was a fixed fight. And I know I'm the last person to the party, but
you think it was that?
I know everyone's already saying that, but yes, clearly it was a fixed fight.
You think so?
Definitely.
Why?
Why? Because one, Tyson didn't, after the first 2 rounds, which is exactly what they would do if it was fixed. Oh, we'll let Tyson get a couple rounds, keep people interested, yada, yada. Dude, he didn't throw a fucking punch. He barely threw a punch, and he had opportunities. It's going around TikTok. It's showing
Not on TikTok.
Jake protect his left side, not the right side.
And
he had right hooks available.
I don't think his left hook's what he's known for. So I don't know. I think his legs weren't good. I don't think he could cut any of the angles. I think we were bamboozled. Obviously he wasn't going to be old Mike Tyson, but they were putting out training videos of him hopping around, fucking throwing those rabbit punches, and there was none of those. So,
and Jake would have tagged him up worse.
You think?
I think Jake had whatever he wanted off. He was just jabbing, and
I think he was tired though too.
He played super safe.
He put on a lot of. Not put on. I think he just didn't cut as much, but he's much heavier for this fight, and so I think that had something to do with him being gassed out too, right? Throwing fucking his big ass arms. I don't know. That was I'm definitely out on celebrity boxing from here on out. And I guess Jake Paul's not really a celebrity. That's a weird middle ground where it's
yeah. I think he's a celebrity.
No, I'm saying he's almost
boxer, he's a celebrity.
Exactly.
He's literally
yeah. He's almost a boxer for real now. So it's I'd watch another Jake Paul fight.
Gronk and Shaq were talking about doing the NBA versus NFL.
Which would be
card.
like a pros versus Joes. I would be sick. I've been saying they need to bring that back. There's no better show on television than pros versus Joes.
I'm gonna throw that on the YouTube one time around the house when I'm just chilling.
So
I got it. I used to watch it all the time, dude. That
you
shit
just
was
see
the best.
guys get cracked in the fucking helmets, literally
Dude, they're
cartoonishly
strapping it up.
popping
That
off.
would never happen.
Absolutely, dude. The liability.
Herschel Walker, like 48 years old, just fucking
Nuts. Still in prime shape. Fucking crazy.
fighting shape. Yeah.
Literally fighting.
What
shape.
about the Jones fight? I didn't get a chance to watch it. I just saw the finish, but
I mean, that's the greatest of all time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's just such a fucking head case. It's crazy. Like, he found a clip of Stipe saying, like, when I'm done, my kids are going to be proud of me. And John Jones took that as, like, oh, he's saying, my kids aren't going to be proud of me when I'm done. So he's talking shit about my kids. Therefore, I got to go kill him. It's like 100%. It's like he just needs something to get him in motion. And it's like he grasped onto that towards the end. I was like, fuck. But I mean, almost got him out of there in the first round, and then just kind of dominated the whole fight. The kick was so nasty though. Literally sounded like a
sounded
gunshot.
like a home run.
Dude, yeah, that's a good fucking. It sounded exactly like what Gavin Riley's face sounded like when he got hit by a baseball. It just sounded like you're throwing like a wet ball, or like a wet ball of like newspaper off cement. You know what I mean? Like that slapping, like it's like, oh
Yeah.
sticks.
He broke all his ribs, didn't he?
I think that's what they said, and then lacerated something another. I don't know if it was. I think
Vital organ.
yeah, it wasn't a kidney, or it might have been the kidney. I think the liver was on the other side. Hilarious though. I don't know if you saw after the fight, Rogan comes in there and he's interviewing John Jones, and he's like, "Yeah, hit him with that liver shot. Like, you're not going to survive that." And then Rogan immediately is like, "Well, I think the liver's on the other side, John, but it was a nice kick." I was like, what a fool. What a fool.
What a dick move by Rogan, dude. Liver shot doesn't mean you hit the fucking liver. It's an expression.
That is exactly 100%. I think that's what John Jones was going for, but Rogan, Rogan's losing his touch. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Rogan as a commentator guy right now.
I think he's lost touch for sure.
Yeah. And
but he's at peak fame and money for sure,
which is crazy. It's crazy how that works, and it's like I don't think he's doing anything different. I might just hate him because he has that much more. It's like he's always been rich, always been famous, but I don't know. Strange times.
The conversations on his pod changed. We talked about this.
Yeah, they did.
Lex is where you need to go for that old school Rogan.
I've honestly, there's
in terms of guests.
Two
like
podcasts,
actually interesting guests, like History of Rome or fucking
right,
that type of shit.
I see. I'm not like a big guest podcast, right? Like I've locked into. I've only listened to one podcast the last month and a half, and I've just literally rummaging their whole entire catalog. It's called Lil Stinkers, and they just do like it's three comedians, and they just talk about serial killers or like guys who are just little stinkers, and it's just fucking hilarious. And it's, I don't know, I think I was getting too much information out of my podcast, and I was just like melting my brain. You know what I mean? Like I was just consuming way too much. And this is just like almost dead air. It's like white noise.
Love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a birthday too.
Yeah, I know, and I missed that. Felt so bad. I knew it was your birthday. I was like, oh, I'll give him a call after work. Just got so busy.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. My B.
Dude, did you miss the whole day, or you just hit me at night? You just hit me at night, I think.
No, I hit you the next morning. I did. Hand up.
No, it's crazy because the way my birthday started was realizing it was my birthday, and then realizing I didn't wish Jay Roach a happy birthday, who's the day before me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so before I get all my birthday wishes and stuff like that, I like had to send out that happy belated. It's embarrassing, man. You're in a spot where you're like, I missed it. Maybe if I don't say anything, he won't even notice that I missed it. But if I say something, at least I can check the box. I hate the belated. I'll still do it though. I don't give a fuck.
It
still hits.
It does, and it's almost, it stands out a little bit more too. You know what I mean? Not the greatest look.
I know you were busy yesterday. Hey, how was your birthday, man? Happy belated.
That's the nice thing. You can check in and see, hey, How was it? How did everything go?
How we feeling to be 28? You know,
Crazy.
how does 28 feel?
And then you said you were gonna go bowling. I thought you meant you joined a bowling league, and I was like, Jesus, I was like, a lot's changed since the last time we talked. But you were just going to the
I would
alley.
be down. I would be down. No, I wanted to have my birthday party at the bowling alley.
Sick.
Everything was in motion. And then Kenny texted me about an hour before. He's like, I already know the answer, but did you call to make reservations? And I'm thinking, it's a Wednesday night.
Right.
Like,
How busy?
Like, how busy can it fucking be? It's a Wednesday night. And then I call and they're like, yeah, actually, we won't have any lanes available until 9 o'clock. It is league night. And it's pretty much the only bowling alley around, like for real. So I guess that was my fate either way, you know, even if I would have called ahead, whatever. So at the last minute, meet me at this bar, pool tables.
Nice. Rip some pool
Sarah
ski.
brought some of her friends and
Nice.
Marsh Madness and Dice and Marsh.
Who's that?
He's one of Kenny's Reno.
So good.
You do this every time.
I do. No, that's solid birthday. Honestly, but you're a birthday guy. Did you get all the people that you thought would be posting Instagram stories? I mean, did all your boxes get checked there? I know that's kind of your realm, you know.
No, it's not. Like, I don't like to make the Instagram like post for other people's birthdays. I just send them a text. It's more personal.
Right. I'm just saying
So I feel like some of that's being reciprocated on my birthday. Like, people just text me that didn't make the post. You see what I'm saying?
I see. I remember
there was one year where I got a lot of, you know, over the years it changes.
100. I was literally just about to say that.
21st birthday, you know,
Big
18th
time.
birthday, popping.
Dude, 18 was like fresh into Instagram. Everyone's posting. It's like, oh yeah, gotta
mandatory.
But yeah,
everyone wished me a birthday. Sarah got me a bike,
like a
bicycle,
road bicycle. I mean, not a road, but like, oh, nice,
like a big old cruiser.
Hell
like
yeah,
a big one.
I mean, obviously she has one, so you guys can go on bike rides now. Is this nice? That's sick. Fuck yeah, that's a great gift.
Yeah, and then when we were in Arizona, the parents got me, you know, a little cake.
Hell yeah.
Some brownies and ice cream.
Nice. Ice cream and cake.
Exactly.
Ice cream and cake. Do the ice cream and cake. I saw you hopped in the pool. Was the pool cold? I couldn't tell by that video. Was it?
As fuck.
Yeah, I saw you hop out right into the hot tub. And I was like, I don't know if it was yeah. I mean,
I was like, I'm definitely gonna jump in the pool. I'd tell her dad, yeah, I'm definitely gonna jump in the pool. He goes, oh great, hey everyone, come out here.
Oh no.
That's all the siblings, the niece, the fucking mom. Like,
how cold are we talking? Like 45? Just been sitting in the fucking.
Probably like closer to 50, probably.
Oh, that's nice. You know? I mean, that's a good wake me up.
It's not that bad. That's a good get in, get out.
Yeah,
10.
100%.
You know?
Oh, ugh. Are you?
And then I was like, wow, now I really gotta fucking do it, and I'm fucking shirtless in front of her whole fam.
That's what I was gonna say. You're kind of trapped there. There's no.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, wait. So I have to fucking wait. It was a whole funny thing. And then we golfed on the last day.
Oh shit!
And the boyfriends.
Oh no way! Oh, so are you the newest acquirement out of this group of boyfriends?
Yeah, technically, I think so. But it's not like it's been hanging or what. Like, this would be like, I think everyone's kind of first time hanging out anyway. I didn't miss out on much, you know.
Nice.
But there was like a Friendsgiving the night before we went golfing. So did the Friendsgiving. There's a pool table set up right in the middle of everything. Like, they're setting up. Everyone's dressed like hella nice. We were totally underdressed. Like, there's like a whole thing. They got trays. It's in this nice, like, you know, when there's like apartments, there will be like a rec room or something like that, like for gatherings. It was like in one of those. I was like, can we, like, people were putting stuff down on the pool table.
Rip some shots real quick?
Yeah, like people were putting their purses down on the pool table and stuff. I'm like, fuck, is this thing just not going to get used? And no one at the Thanksgiving really knew each other. It was like a BYOB party. Bring your own boyfriend.
That's fun.
That was 100% the vibe. It was just a bunch of girlfriends and like girls that are
And
friends and
their
their
guys.
boyfriends. Yeah, so everyone's introducing themselves. It's not like there was already an established group. And
Mhm.
so I was like, all right, let's get this going. So we break out the pool. We got a few games in before dinner and we ate one more game, got out of there. And then 7 o'clock the next morning, we're out there. One of the boyfriends that we road tripped up with, like the majority of the stuff we would talk about was golf. Like he was like, "Oh, I just got this new club," and like sometimes I go out and shoot in the 80s.
Uh-oh.
I was right. He was so bad at golf.
Yes.
And we had a random fork with us, like this random old man.
Oh no.
So the guy shows up late, so he has to ride with the old man.
I would have been like, own cart, buddy. What the fuck?
And we tee off. We let the old guy go first. He puts one, up there, probably misses the fairway, but it's like high in the air, straight as straight as one would
Just
like.
a classic golf shot. Yeah. Classic
Boyfriend one
golf
goes
shot.
up there, same exact thing, hit it long, like probably like 240, something like that, a little bit out to the right. I go up there, hit my classic 200 straight.
Nice.
Fairway.
Middle of the road.
And then this guy goes up and he starts to pull a boog meek a little bit.
Gripping, lots of lots of time. 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
Exactly. He's starting to get the count going.
That's so
and
good.
The tempo of his swing was just so fast. Like it was like up, down,
no.
like
yeah.
Like and it's top off city. Breakfast ball, hey, shake that one off. Fucking tops it off again. Just like,
Fuck.
oh, it was a lot of that.
That's
and anytime he would hit it, it would just be like, and he's adjusting by opening up his stance. So he has only thing he can do is come across the ball.
That's just gonna say, golf's a game of do the opposite. Whatever you think you need to do the opposite.
And I don't know how am I supposed to play that situation, Jim? Like, there's a couple quick tips. I'm not no scratch golfer here, but there is some because I don't like doing it as a 90s golfer, trying to like fix someone's game. It's like it's not like I really know what I'm talking about, but there's a few things where it's like you don't do that.
Yeah.
And I kind of kept my mouth shut.
That's definitely a tough one. Like the tempo, like I've done that with, I don't think it was Boog Meek, who we were out there with someone who like doesn't really golf all the time, and like Mikey does for tempo. He goes like, he doesn't do it all the time, but like if he needs like a reminder, he goes like Coors Light, like, and so like I'll like start doing stuff like that out loud, and so like hopefully like they pick up on like, hey, like we're nice and slow, not like
Slow.
or like you see someone like another group's in front of you and like he's not paying attention, and you're like, oh, like he just did whatever you like you don't say they did what you did, but you're like, oh, this guy just fucking keeps topping him because he's swinging so hard. Like, God, if he just chilled. And it's like stuff like that, because
subtle hint,
100%, like you said, as a 90s, sometimes in the hundreds golfer, it's like, what you're doing, you just aren't executing that well. You know what I mean? Like I can shoot lower, but like I at least know what's supposed to happen. That's just tough though, talking the whole way up and then I mean that's I knew as soon as you said that, I knew exactly where it was freaking going.
Yeah, and the guy that I was playing with like in my cart was like I would say he was a very solid like 89, 88 golfer.
That's awesome.
Nothing like crazy, but like consistently like pretty close, pretty good. Definitely better than me. I don't think it helped that I started out hot. I think I started out 5 bogeys in a row.
Nice.
I was like, hey, this game's easy, guys.
Right? Bogey golf, let's go.
We approached the second hole. It's like a 190-yard par 3. Pins in the right, bunker in front of the green, and I just take a 4-iron and go right at it, pure it to the fringe. I was like, nice. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Am I good at golf? What's happening right now? Ended up with a smooth 95, but
that's fine. Under 100 is a respectable score. You know what I mean? And even if
And I make no bones about it. When the boyfriend asked me the night before, oh, like what do you play? Like how good are you? What do you shoot? I was like, my goal is to try and break 100. That's my goal every round.
exactly. And
Keep it like that. If I'm being honest, my goal, like a really hard goal, would be I'm trying to break 90.
100%, exactly. But we know we're going to end up, so we're realistic. That's the thing. I'm not saying I'm going to shoot. I mean, that's just embarrassing. Why would you go out and put that pressure on yourself? There is no way. If anything, I'm going to say I'm going to shoot a 110 and come out there and shoot an 85 and be like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Be like,
Yeah. But that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And so you guys drove out there. How long's that drive?
I think it was like maybe 6 hours.
And is this a music
Maybe
podcast, books on tape?
No, they were
Talking?
great. They were great road trip partners. But I will say the music, it might as well have been the radio. It was like very poppy, like pop house music, like pop EDM music, Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, like
just right down the
like,
middle.
Yeah.
See, and that's
who are you
honestly
making happy with that? Are you liking this? Because that goes back to the classic aux chord dilemma. Do you play music that you like, that you want to hear, or do you play music that you think the other person would want to hear?
I always go with classic rock because no one hates classic rock. Everyone's parents listen to it, so there's some nostalgia mixed in there somewhere. But yeah, for the longest time I would just hand over I'd be like, hey, just play what you want to play. Because like, one, I don't want to be looking at my phone while driving, safety, and two, I just want the person to be like, okay, you know what I mean, feel good in the car. I don't know, it sounds dumb,
because if you try and play something that you think they'll like but you don't like, and then they end up not liking it, now no one likes it.
No one likes it. And if you think you try playing something you think they're going to like and they don't like it, my opinion of them automatically changes. I'm like, how do you not like whatever? You know what I mean? It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's like, I have Sirius satellite radio in this new car, like just came with the car, don't pay for it, whatever. It's like, I'll just sit there and scan through channels and do whatever. And so today I'm just scanning through channels and like I'm listening to something, and my dad's in the car with me, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, this reminds me of this one, and he starts playing something on his phone. I'm like, all right, I guess you got the aux now. All right, fucking, I guess I'll turn the radio down. It's whatever he wants to listen to. But yeah, no, I'm never an aux guy, not a big music guy. No one wants to listen to my books on tape, and I always feel guilty putting on a podcast because I'm like, no one wants to listen to the bullshit I'm listening to. I'm sorry, just not gonna happen.
We caught a flight back though.
So did you rent a car to go?
No, they drove their car, like the couple that we drove up with.
Nice. That's honestly a clutch move. Flying back, that's the one thing. Like, driving to a vacation's fun because it builds up the anticipation, but like once it's over, you're like, I just want to be fucking home more than anything right now.
Yes, and I'm thinking about pulling the same thing for Thanksgiving.
Ooh. How are you?
I'm working out the details right now because I'm taking my mom with me this year and Sarah, so I'm gonna go pick up my mom in Ventura and come up. But if we win this tomorrow, then the championship game is gonna be on Saturday at like 4:00.
Oof.
Yeah, so driving back would be less chill because I'd have to take off pretty early,
Right.
and drop off my mom and just like.
What's the
Overall,
closest
like
airport to Ventura?
That's the toughie of the whole situation. I could get a flight from San Jose to San Diego for like $30-$40.
That's crazy.
And rent a car for like, I don't know, like $100 a day.
That's probably the way to go,
Probably
right?
less.
Just rent a car, and well, your mom's got to get back somehow. I forgot about that aspect.
That's the only thing is the closest thing to her, I think, is Santa Barbara.
That's small.
And then it's like, that's small, and it's like no matter where you're Ubering from, whether it's like Van Nuys or Santa Barbara, it's like a fucking 40-minute drive minimum.
There's no cheap way to go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But isn't it better than, not price wise for my mom, obviously, but like, would you rather sit in a 1-hour flight and a 1-hour Uber, or a 7-hour road trip, or 4-hour road trip, whatever it is,
100%. Yeah. I feel you there.
I'm trying to figure it out. the plan was always just to drive up, drive back, but I'm starting to second guess it right now. So
Right. Are you gonna wait till this game plays out in order to make some solidified plans, or because then we're getting
So,
close. This is the
we're
most
getting too close.
expensive weekend to fly.
literally.
Um,
But yeah, I saw some good stuff for one way. You know,
love that.
Spirit.
Oh, don't do that. They just fucking went under.
Dude, Spirit ruined flying for me forever. I used to never be afraid of flying, not even a little bit, never thought twice.
Is
And
it
then I
that
took a
bad?
Spirit
I've
Airlines
never
flight.
taken. I refuse.
It was fucking that bad. The whole time it's shaking. I guess turbulence, it really isn't as bad as people think it is. Like, it doesn't really represent danger in the
Right,
mind
right,
of
right, right.
pilots. But to me, it did. And you know how like they like come and they'll turn it around? Like, we were getting real sideways to the point where it was like,
Shit's starting
I
to
don't know if we're
shift.
gonna be able to get this thing back. Yeah, I really like one big gust right here and we're done.
Fuck that, dude. I mean, I'm not scared of flying, but like, there's just if we can avoid it, I avoid it. You know,
Because Spirit flies cargo planes.
that's fucking ridiculous. It sounds like they would just shake, rattle, and roll. You're getting in fights. I mean, not for me. Not for I.
Well, getting in fights.
What?
I feel like getting into fights is like you're just waiting for your moment these days.
No, definitely not. I'm a runner. I'm a runner. Um,
Hey,
no, that's like my cousin. Again, crazy weekend. Like, we're just talking. All of us are there, and so she's like showing me this guy she's just talking to, and he's like, you know who he is. I'm not gonna say his name here, but he's one of our friends, and hilarious.
wait, who? Start over. Who's showing you what?
My little cousin, not little, I shouldn't say little. She's always my little cousin, but she's my sister's age. She's what, 23, 24,
Okay.
is talking, just talking to a guy that we
Initials?
know, one of our friends, TS.
Okay.
Do you know who
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I just making sure. Yeah. And so she's like, oh, he's Jack, blah, blah, all this and that. And I was like, I'll still snap his neck. I was like, but that's about as close as to a fight as I'll get. There's no way I'm fighting anybody. Too many people got guns and knives.
Knives. You don't want to get poked.
No way. Not for me. All right, let's move on to this draft. We're gonna do house, what do we call it? House amenities, house. I don't know.
Yeah, like if you're building a dream home, what are some unique
Nice.
features to it that you'd want in your dream home? You got
Perfect.
unlimited budge, you know, your MTV crib style shit
Nice.
that
Okay.
you'd want.
Love it. Absolutely. All right, you want first or second?
I want first.
All right.
This one's a non-negotiable for your boy. And I really want to make this happen, and I plan on making this happen. Whenever I do have a chance to buy a home, the first addition will be a sauna.
Damn. Nice. 100%.
That is just essential for your daily, get your daily sauna in. It's going to pair well with my next pick, so you'll see how those go together. But dude, just imagine like getting your morning routine dialed with a sauna and your end of night routine dialed with a sauna.
It's
Like if I just had those two things for me, I'd be fucking. I'm way more down to just do 40 push-ups in the morning if I know I'm about to enter a sauna.
I feel that break a little not sweat, but just wake up, you
Let
know,
it
get a
go.
little blood flowing and then hop in the sauna. Do you sauna at all now?
Negative.
So I have a.
I still got my like rec center membership, so
Do they have
it's
one?
minimal. No.
That's tough. And so that's what I was looking for, a place that has a sauna and other, like they're just so expensive. So I bought a little. I've had it for like probably 7 years now, but a pop-up sauna, and I go in there
Yeah.
2 to 3 days a week, and it's so much work to like break out, clean. It's just like it's a hassle, but like.
You have to lay flat, right? You lay on the ground.
No, I have one that like pops up into a little tent, and so it's like I have a chair in
nice.
there and I sit, and so it's not bad, but it's just like the whole setup, the cleanup, it's just not ideal. But like, dude, a barrel sauna just outside, fucking flip a switch, pour some water, money. Damn,
Must have.
that is a must have. And they're like $5,000 at Costco for like a 3-person sauna, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I might just buy a plot of land just so I can throw a fucking sauna and some electricity on it. Who gives a
That's
shit?
what I'm saying, Jim.
It'd be
That's
sick.
what I'm fucking saying.
Sick. That is definitely numero uno, probably for me as well. So 101, great choice. All right. You said pair well with yours. And I'm thinking I need a pool, but not just any pool. I need an indoor swimming pool.
Oh my God. You don't want some sunshine on you?
I didn't say there wasn't a retractable roof. Come on, man.
Hey,
This is an unlimited
well, you gotta
budgie
pick
we
that
working
next,
with.
then.
Okay, I'll add it in. That'll be a 5th round pick. You better not be taking retractable roofs. No, indoor pools. And again, you don't really need them in California, but anywhere else, like an indoor pool, my house is going to be, this is in Reno. So nice, just
Gotcha.
on top of a hill in Reno, snowing outside. I'm just swimming in a nice 80-degree pool. Just
Maybe a little
taking
bit of
it
that
all
like
in.
resistance jet.
I could take a resistance jet. Fuck.
Turn it up to the max and hold on to the bar.
Just let it, or bring a jet ski in there and just fucking. No, but I mean indoor pools. I feel like I've only been in 1 or 2 at like a house, like in Florida. But even a hotel indoor pool where it's got like a little atrium, some fucking shitty flowers around. The best. Something nostalgic about that. Very 90s.
I'll
I
give
feel
you a
like.
hot tub with it too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Need that because you took the old sauna. All right, round 2. What do you got?
Give me a home gym.
Wow, nice. That's a
So, bang bang. We're just taking away gym memberships for life.
yeah.
Wake up, play my music, get my lift in, finish it up in the sauna. Feel like it'd be a vibe.
Now, have you ever had a gym at your house or like equipment that you could use?
Negative.
See, we have
Yeah, I
always
did. I used to go work out at Jed's house.
who? Uh,
More owls, bro. Fuck.
yeah, the boogie.
Dude, that joke doesn't hit the same after Todd used it on me. Dude.
Dude, it hits the same for me every single time. It does not matter. I will pull out the owl, the meeker owl. No, the home gym. So we've always had like just equipment laying around. Like my dad, like for Christmas gifts, would get us like the hand rollers and like the fucking grips, and it's like they just sit there. Like we have like it's not a Bowflex. It's a fucking like a cable fucking system and like pull up bar, and it just sits in our garage. I'm like, I just don't use it. I don't know. Can't get myself to do it. Yeah, bad.
Well, it is what it is, Jim.
What's the first piece of equipment you throw in your gym?
Squat rack.
Wow, sick. Can do it all.
Yeah. You got to start with the base, Jim. You got to build your base.
It's all about the arms, brother. I'm jacked. Can't you tell?
Hey, the squat involves all of it, dude. The squat involves all of it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You front squat or back squat?
You're at least here. You're stabilizing with the arms.
Are you back squatting?
I'm a back squatter. I'm not a Bellarmine guy.
Got him. Love it. All right, round 2. For I'm gonna go with heated floors again.
Oh wow.
California, not super necessary here, but where I'm going or where this is planned, heated floors. I mean, you wake up or you just set them to 72 before you go to bed, and you're just don't have to rock socks
look
or
forward
shoes.
to getting out of bed every morning.
The best. I've house sat at a couple places that have heated floors, and it's like getting out of the shower, I would just like wrap my towel around me and then sit on the floor. It was just like, this is the greatest thing fucking ever.
Yeah.
I remember, do you remember Eric Lindahl?
Not really. I'm better with faces.
Played Lincoln Glen, Too Tall Lindahl, then turned into Volleyball Lindahl. But anyways, his
Stories
house,
all the time.
it's just the greatest. But it was like probably like 2003, and like we went over to his house for dinner, and like they were giving us a tour, and it said, it's like, and we have heated floors, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, didn't know that was the thing. I just remember thinking like all night, like, wow, like they must be wealthy. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, you're rich. Yeah.
But yeah, a nice heated floor. Round 3.
For me, it's going to be an indoor slam ball court.
Sick.
Yeah. We're getting the full setup with the trampolines and everything. We're going to be able to adjust the rim size.
I love that. Now, are you throwing a foam pit in there as well, or are we all slam balling?
No, we're slam balling. We're slam balling. It's just basketball, slam ball only. God, like they should do that for like birthdays, you know?
I feel like
Get all your friends to a slam ball court, break their neck.
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like the older you get, you're asking for ankles, necks, shoulders, fucking all of it. But undeniably
37
fun.
football.
Literally. But would be so fun. I'm trying to think of, because whatchamacallit, like Sky High, they had like a hoop, but like you couldn't, they were like, you can't play. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of,
Yeah, exactly.
like yamming on your friends. God damn, there'd be nothing sicker. Did you
When I had
watch?
the trampoline rocking, we used to have the basketball on the trampoline.
Oh, no way. I was never there, never around for that.
Yeah, so the guy that invented
The
the
trampoline
net for the trampoline,
Yes.
yeah, that was my dad's buddy.
I forgot about that. Yes. Now, as soon as you started saying it, I was like, the net guy. Yes. I mean,
So
does that guy, is he like a millionaire?
I'm sure he does well. Yeah, I think so.
He
I
invented.
forget where he lives. I feel like it was like Walnut Creek or some shit.
Yeah, it makes sense. But you guys would rock the hoop where you rocked like netless.
You don't remember that in my backyard?
I was never there for that. No.
You don't remember a trampoline ever being there?
I remember like the broken down trampoline, but like I was never there when it was up and running. I think. I think I don't. Maybe. I remember it at
that makes
Chad's.
sense. It was more of a childhood thing. By the time we got like high school size, it didn't really work. So
Right, and that's like Chad's. I remember.
but we would jump off the treehouse.
That's crazy.
Onto-
That's higher than you think.
Yeah, onto the trampoline.
God, the
There would be
treehouse.
days.
The treehouse.
There were some days. There were some days. Chad and the boys on that fucking.
Chad's a
we
little
would just go to
crackhead fucking jumping.
Oh my god, we tried to break that thing so bad.
So good.
We tried to break that thing. That thing was durable for its size. Looking back,
Was it a small guy? Was it like an exercise trampoline?
yeah. What the fuck?
That's
Are you talking about Chad's?
no, your guys is.
No, mine was a full size.
Oh, Chad's was small. I remember Chris. Remember, I wasn't there when he broke his ankle, but I just remember hearing the stories of him fucking trying to kick flip off that board or whatever and just landing on it wrong and just laying there. So good. Shout out.
We would
dog.
have fight night on that trampoline.
So I only had
I
one
forgot.
one fight night there ever, and I think it was me and Alex Castillo. And as soon as I said fight, like hit him in the face, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And it was like, "What the fuck?" It was like right when he was like new in the friend group too, and it was like no, it was like Matt was the only one who was ever down to fight me, and was like, "We're not like this is." He's one of those
Can't
guys.
happen.
You can't. No, you just can't let that happen. That would have been bad for everybody, win or lose. But so good. All right, round Trace. I'm taking a movie theater. Give me a fucking movie theater. I love going to the movie theaters, but I think it's specifically just for the chairs. I mean, if you gave me a new style movie seat or movie chair recliner, they got some heated ones now.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things.
A lot.
You can
of
do a
things.
lot of.
And I like just
Watch. You can watch football there.
exactly. It's literally the best utility. I think movie theaters should be rented out more often. Like you should be able to go in there and be like, "Hey, I want to watch whatever movie, like put it in the fucking DVD player and just play it on the screen." You know what I mean? Like you should be able to rent it out for $200. That's more than they're gonna make for any other fucking movie, and just play it.
I wonder if you can.
I feel
I
like
wonder
there's
how much
some
it will.
copyright laws.
Remember
or
we went
something.
to see Neighbors?
I do. Neighbors, underrated. I shouldn't say underrated, but it's so good.
I don't know if it was because we had 2 full rows of high as fuck high school kids
Just
in there, but that movie
keep it
was
down.
so good. Keep it down.
Keep it down. No, I've rewatched that because I was listening to Bill Simmons of rewatchables, and me and Mikey listened to his one on Neighbors, and like they were breaking it down. I was like, "Fuck, it really is Like a good
That was
movie.
good.
Zac Efron's
I like.
hilarious. Underrated, I think. But yeah, taking the movie theater, like you said, you can do a lot with it. So is this 4 or 5?
I don't know. I've done 3.
Okay, so
This is my 4th.
all right. Hit it.
This one might be bending and reaching on the rules a little bit, but I'm gonna take the private chef.
Oh, well, I'll give you that. That's I feel like
Enough money gets it.
exactly 100%. Nice. Okay, so now are you letting the private chef create the whole menu? Like you're not telling them anything, or are you saying like, hey, I want this, let's whip this up?
I think we're getting on the whiteboard one time, and I'm talking to him about my wheelhouse of flavors. We're
Nice.
gonna get my palate down.
Yes.
Preferences on meat, preferences on my favorite veggies. I love grape tomatoes. Throw them in on everything.
How much mayo you like on a sandwich? These
I'm a
sort of
mayo
things.
guy. How do I like my bagels toasted?
Eggs a little bit
etc.
runnier than the average.
An average, exactly.
These sort of things.
You get it, Jim.
I
So
do.
we'll have to find our own feng shui together,
I
but
like that.
I think I'm just gonna, no pun intended, let him cook.
Hey, let the chef do their job. That's honestly, that's a good analogy for life. There's nothing I hate more than someone who doesn't do that job trying to tell someone how to do their. It's like, hey, this guy's probably been doing this 20 years. Let's let the man cook. Let him do his thing. I like that little private
barber.
chef.
Hey, barber, I want a haircut. What do you want? Nope. Give me a haircut.
Yeah, I do that. I used to do that. Then the guys at Willow fucked me over so many times, send me fucking worse than I came in. I'm like, God damn. But I love being able to just tell Barbara, just, hey, make me look better than when I came in. That's what you're here for. I like that. Private chef. Ooh, all right. Since you went for a little stretch, I'll go for a little stretch on the rules here. I'm gonna take land. I want some land. I don't want just the normal ass house and the normal ass mansion. I want like multiple acres. I need somewhere to rip the old ATVs. You know what I mean? Fucking get after a little bit. Somewhere I can shoot. Golf balls. Exactly. Hit some golf balls into the side of a hill. Fucking go hit them back the other way. Who gives a shit? Yeah. Give me some land, Let the boy work.
Slept on right there.
Slept on. Yeah, honestly, there's like, out of everybody I've ever met that lives on like over 2-3 acres, they're like, it's so nice being away from people. Yeah, I mean, like you just don't hear the fucking normal shit you do. But fuck, throw a sauna on some land. God damn. Can't believe you stole that. But yeah, give me a nice plot. Let me just go roam. Fuck it.
Yeah, shoot your guns, mow some grass.
That's what, dude. Give me a nice patch of grass. Let me
pick some leaves, touch some grass, use your hand to wipe your tears.
Shrek.
What?
No, they also hit that joke in Shrek. It's yeah.
That's Nacho Libre though. That's where I'm.
Yeah.
I picked some grass, or no, I picked some leaves. I picked some grass. I used my hand
to wipe my tears away. No, when they're in Shrek, the Duloc kids. Remember when him and Donkey are the do. Oh, you got to rewatch Shrek. Oh my god,
I really do.
It is a timeless classic. All right, round 5. Take us all.
I'm just gonna go with the game room.
Nice.
Give me a game room. It's gonna have golf simulator. It's gonna have one of these driving games that you would see in the old school Jakes, shuffleboard, billiards, darts.
The driving game. So sick.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so let's say you could only have one of those. I'm giving you all of them, but let's say you could only have one. What's the one piece? Are you going golf sim?
Pool table.
Ooh, you're going pool table over golf simulator.
I want to get one into this house right now, but the problem is it would be the entire living room.
Yeah, it's like a lifestyle change once you do that.
We don't have like a grand living room to do it. What we would have to do is we would have to go couchless, TV-less if we really wanted to do it.
Could you put one in your bedroom and just have a cot? Too small.
Too small.
Damn, that's tough. Because I mean, a pool table is.
My bedroom's like a freaking closet, dude. I have this tiny bed, but
Yeah, I feel that. Been there.
I'm on twin life. Like I've been a queen guy for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I do like the game room. I think I would go a full driving simulator or like an airplane simulator. Dude, I've been so
Ooh.
close to buying a plane simulator. Oh my God, it seems so fun.
But I feel like you'd actually have to learn how to fly a plane.
Yeah, which seems fucking fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. That does seem a little fun. It's like the Sky King. Remember that guy out of Seattle, Tacoma that stole the plane? It was like, I'm going to try and barrel roll this, and I think that's going to be it for me. And he barrel rolls it and then fucking crashes into a mountain. It's like, God, what a way to go out. What a way.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, round 5. Now, this is something that you probably don't want. Not going to be on anybody's list. It's a classic 70s amenity. I'm going to go with shag carpet. And now I've always said I need an orange shag carpet all throughout the house. Yeah, I mean,
you were so inspired by Austin Powers as a kid. I know you were.
Incredibly inspired by Austin Powers. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it just something about it. Rubbing your toes, a heated bathroom floor, nice tile, you know, a pseudo tile, and then you walk out into a shag. Oh my God. And you know what? I've seen it a few different times. A carpeted bathroom. Some say disgusting. I say let's fucking go. How great.
You just gotta have the right type of carpet. You need like the one of those infomercials that they used to have where it almost looks like a rug. It's like you would put over a Swiffer.
Exactly.
And it would like soak up all the liquid.
And that's exactly, that's kind of what the shag looks like. It would soak, and that's the problem. It would soak up all the piss you miss. So probably wouldn't be great, but shit, you got all this money, hire a cleaner to fucking clean the carpet.
Roll it and rinse it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of shag. I would shag the walls up if I could. God.
My walls are shagged up in my room. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
They're not like full orange shag. They're black, like fur carpet. Yeah.
Oh, that is
Which
electric.
was on the floor in the garage when I had my garage room in La Jolla.
Uh-huh. Oh, dude, that's
I was like,
so
I don't have
sick.
anywhere to put it here. I'm like, it's fine. It's like plenty clean. I give it a little shaky shake, but I don't know. It kind of makes my room sick.
Dude, it makes shag makes everything sicker. I mean, shag in a fucking rapist van, sick. Yeah, they could have got me as a kid. They could have said, "Hey, come to my van. I have a shag carpet." I'd be like, "In. Let's fucking fuck your candy."
Gettable.
I was very gettable. But shag carpet, yeah, lock it in. Round 5. Goddamn. Did you have any honorable mentions?
I was thinking like a little par 3, little.
That's what I had.
Actual golf in the backyard.
Yeah. I said our putting, or even just like a shower wall. Have you ever seen those where the fucking just like
outdoor shower?
Or
I love that.
Fuck, so sick. Damn. But all right, you got anything else before we take off?
No, not much, man. Just you guys see the posters, you see we're rocking.
Stars. That's where we started last night.
We
honestly,
got some decor.
We love it. Starsky and Hutch, legends. Remember the Titans?
Not so much for you, but
Too Fast, Too Furious though. I'm fucking
you like
down.
that one?
Sick.
That was Dante's choice.
Sick. And the first 2 Fast and the Furious movies, great. After that, I'm so out. But the first 2,
I never even saw the first, but the second one was.
Yeah. No, I think that's a case where the sequel is better than
most
the first.
people say Tokyo Drift.
I don't. That's I think number 4. I think I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. You know why they call him DK?
No. I said forget about it, cuh.
Drift King. Dude, it's like the worst line of movie history. Like, you know why I call him DK? He's like, no, Donkey Kong, like Drift King. And it's like, nice. Sick.
Whoa.
Exactly. Like, cool. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you for doing this on short notice, second time.
You got it, man.
Until
Much
next
love
time.
to the Riley family.
Appreciate that, fam. Until next time. Peace.